Hi everyone, today we are going to be having a look at this set of pencils that I was given for Christmas from my parents. Now these are Staedtler 12 metallic coloured pencils from their Design Journey set. So they come in this neat little tin, and here we are. So there's actually a little piece of nice sort of something to stop them slipping around. Now I rather like the pencils. They're really it's all shiny. The paint is all shiny. Let me see. It just says Staedtler Metallic. There's no name, number, anything on them. So there's no identifying factor, which could be a bit confusing as these two are quite similar in colour, but the ends don't look the same. Can you see that? But what we're going to do is, I'm just going to look back at the tin. I know I put them in the wrong order. It says black and white, so it says they work on black and white paper. I've got some black paper here. I thought we'd actually try them out on the black paper first, because I'm going to colour something from Small Victories with them in a minute. But I thought we'd just scribble them on some black paper and try... Oh, there's a Christmas tree. We'll just scribble them on some black paper first, and then see how they come out, and then we'll have a colour something. So this was the first one. As I say, I put them back in the wrong place. I'm quite interested in knowing how they compare to other sets colour wise as well. Now I am going to do a video in the future where I compare them with other, because I've got other sets of 12 metallic pencils as well, and these Shaw and Marsh ones, and I'm interested to know whether they all contain the same colours or not. But I'm going to do a massive video about metallics. It's not just going to be these little sets. I'll talk about Castle's metallic pencils. I'll talk about Brufuna. I'll even talk about polychromos, which I just happen to have sat here ready. Prisma. I'm going to get a chroma flow, so I'm going to get every coloured metallic pencil I can remember that I've got. This is the one that I showed you just now. This looks slightly orangey, and just talk about all of them and compare them, and just for the purposes of letting you understand how they work. And this is sort of orangey looking one, and sort of talking about how they differ between different brands. These are hexagonal, as you might be able to see. I'm not feeling them showing up massively on black. I think they're going to look better on white paper, to be honest. This is a sort of purple. They do show up enough to be able to use them on black, but I don't feel that I'm seeing all the pigment well, if you know what I mean. I haven't got my light on. If I put my light on, they might shine up brighter. Now, often metallic pencils do have a muted colour, and that is because the element that's put in them to make them shiny mutes the colour of them. But some are better than others, and it just depends which ones you pick. I've even got actually, yeah, I've got all sorts of metallic pencils. I'm going to gather them all together, as I say, and do a little video for you. These are in an odd order, but we'll play with them more in a minute. That one's quite vibrant, sort of brownish colour, and this is our last one, which is a silver. I can't get him out. There we go. So those are the colours swatched on our black. You can see they are quite shiny when they catch the light, and you can see the different, if I point them that way, you can really see the different pigments in them. These two are fairly similar, I think, both the blues. But anyway, as I say, we'll colour something and we'll try and blend them as well. So what should we pick? I haven't picked a page in here. Hang on, I'm just going to close, stop, find a page, put some paper behind it, and then show you. Here we go. I thought we'd pick this picture here. It could do something underneath the book, really. I'm going to come in closer. I am going to pop a book underneath. I just happen to have one here. It's actually a planner. It'll do. Pop that underneath. Oh. Is that going to work? It's not and I want to stay open very well, but there we go. So there is our picture of choice. We have got our sort of gold colour first, and I'm just going to pick a random flower. I'm not going to do these big ones. I'm just going to do the little ones. So here is our gold colour. Now one thing I am noticing is that as I put down more colour, it does layer up, but it doesn't make it any darker on this particular shade. So if I layer up more here, it doesn't really look significantly different. There we go. Now we have our sort of, this is the sort of weird orangey gold. I think it will look nice-ish when it's down though. Yeah, it's an orange. But that's a really vibrant orange colour. Now Staedtler are quite hard pencils generally, Design Journey, and these are fairly hard, but you can see they're still quite vibrant. Some hard pencils are really pale and wishy-washy. These absolutely are not. And as you can see, I mean, we haven't gone through all the colours yet. This is the sort of reddish one, I think. Now I do find it slightly irritating when pencils don't have any names or numbers on. I like to be able to identify which is which, but you could, I've seen people do it before, put your own number on the base somehow with some sellotape, or just paint it on or something with a Posca, and then have a little chart if you need it, where you say 1 is red, 2 is orange. Oh, I wouldn't do it like that. 1 is gold, 2 is orange, 3 is red. That sort of thing, so you know what's what. You can see how muted the red is, which is always the case with a metallic pencil. It's not, it looks almost slightly pinkish or brickish. It's not a really bright, vibrant red. This looks to me to be quite a pale pink. It's reasonably pale. Some of my metallic pencils have much paler pinks than this. There we go. Now what you can potentially see here, a bit far away, a bit closer. Actually I'll come in closer with my zoom instead of trying to fiddle around with the book. What you can see is that the pigment varies. So here is a little bit darker than here. Can you see that? And that is because I've turned my pencil a bit, and some have more of the grey shiny pigment in, and some have more of the pinky red pigment in. Now that might sound like it's a fault of the pencil, but actually I find it is a feature, for want of a better word, of a metallic pencil. They do behave in that way. It is an expected thing that you get. So it's something you can't really avoid, as far as I have found. However, I haven't got much experience in using really expensive metallic pencils, so maybe it doesn't happen with those, but I don't know. The Chroma Flows, they aren't that colourful, because I've got, in the Chroma Flow set, there's a silver, a bluey silver, a greeny silver. I think there's a gold. The silvers, they tend to be very good. Silver metallic pencils are the best. I'm going to go over here. Best metallic pencils I always find. They seem the most shiny, the most consistent in their colour lay down, if you know what I mean. So I always feel like they are superior, and I think it's just because silver and the metallic pigment probably is a silvery one, so it probably helps trying to get a colour into it. I get the impression it's quite difficult, but I know Derwent to do metallics, and I've got one and I barely used it. I got one to try because I wanted to know if it was significant, if it was good, you know, being Derwent, and I tried it a little bit, but because I didn't have any other metallic pencils that were Derwent, I really didn't use it, haven't used it enough. And I put it in, I can't even remember where it is. I think it is in a pencil case with my Chroma Flows. Yeah, it is. That's where it is. So this is a slightly lighter, so that's more of a violet. This is more of an indigo, and this is more of a lighter blue, which is quite nice and bright. Now this is an odd one to have here. I guess this is a green. I think I'm going to use this. I might have mixed them up. This looks more like a blue-green. I think this. I'm going to do this one next. Not that it matters on this particular page, but I think this is more of a blue-green colour. Oops. Do that one too, don't we? There we go. And this one I think is more of a olive green, maybe. I think it's got, did it have the names, or did I imagine that? I imagined that. Staedtler aren't good with names, are they? Remembering. You can sometimes find the names on their website, but if you do a bit of detective work, what you do is you go and find the product on their website, and it will have a little sort of chart type thing with all the colours that are in that particular set in it. And if you hover your mouse over each colour, it will tell you the name of it. This looks like a bronze. Yeah, it's quite bronzy, isn't it? Brownish, maybe? Bronzy brown. I've got one more colour to do. We'll have to go down. Got two at the bottom left. Two left on one pencil. Oh, that's much darker than I expected. I mean, I did look at the tip and think that looks quite dark, but normally a silver pencil is quite pale. So I would feel that I might want to add a silver to that. For example, I'll just show you this because I need another colour. This is the Polychromo silver, and if I put that in there, look how much lighter that is in comparison to that. That looks black. Okay, let's just come out so you can see them all. Oh, sorry, being a bit rubbish. There we go. Now I'm going to point it towards the lamp so you can see the shine. You can see the shine on these. I can't make them all shine at the same time. You can compare the shine on that one to the shine on that one, maybe. It's quite tricky. So those are the colours. Now what I'm going to do next, let's put the polychromos. Trying to put the polychromos in the box. No. Oops, wrong way. I'm going to come in closer and I'm going to do a couple of blends so that you can just see how well that happens, and so can I. So we have our bigger plant here. We'll do some blends on here. I'm trying to come in closer, but that's as close as I can go. I'm going to start with the sort of violet-y colour in the very centre and fade it out. So quite dark here, and then just fade it towards the tip like that. And then we'll go for probably the lighter pink colour. As I say, I can't tell you more than that because they don't have numbers. That's quite reddish. And just try and put more on the edge and sort of take it towards the middle so they sort of blend. Seem to blend quite well. As far as I can see, it's quite a small area, isn't it? We can try a lot of different combos. That'll be fun. Do a blue now. I think this is the dark blue, I think. So that's this one. And I'm just sort of fading it towards the middle a bit, and then we can overlap it with another colour. can I not tell which it is? It's rhythmical banging. That's why. I'm going to use this darker pink to try and combine with this one. There we go. Been out this morning. I had to return the broken storage boxes that I got ordered from myself for Christmas, and I was going to buy some replacements, but the stationery shop doesn't seem to have any. They were shut. I was peering through the window. I'm going to try the sort of reddish and orangish colours now, I think. So this one, this sort of browny colour, I think this is the red. I might blend that with the gold. I'll just layer it down like that. Yeah, the Stationers, it's an independent shop. It was shut. It's shut until Monday. It's Friday today, so because it's just after Christmas. You see, it's the 27th. But I could have gone tried WH Smith's, but ours is really small. They don't have an awful lot. It's a lot more cards and wrapping paper and sweets. And this WH Smith's stationery shop, by the way, for those of you that don't know. I'm going to use gold for the ends, why not? And so they didn't, I didn't go that far into town, to be honest. So I'm not sure. I did look on Hobbycraft's website, but they didn't have any that suited my requirements. I know I'll find some. I know that there is a company that makes them. I just can't remember what they're called. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, the sneeze didn't come, but hopefully it's gone now. The feeling has gone. Anyway, yes, Hobbycraft, the brand that they had, I didn't recognise whether it was their own brand or not. I wasn't sure. So I decided not to go for them. And I'd have to order them online and stuff. I don't know how good they are with that sort of thing. I've never tried. What should we go now? We'll do a different blue on these. These are really small. I think I'm just going to fill them in. I know we've done this already. We've seen the blues. And so yes, I'm thinking about where to go. I might try a DIY shop and look online and see if they sell that sort of thing or not. I'm just not sure, but anyway, it's no rush. I just want to keep things looking a bit tidier. Now we have, I'm going to go for the sort of brownish colour. I was going to go for a brown and a green, but actually don't want to do that because I'm going to use the green for the leaves. So this is a sort of brown. And I might use it with the orangey colour. I know I've already used that already, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're just sort of mixing them up, seeing what we can do. Now, if you like muted colours, you will like these. If you like bright, vibrant pastels or whatever, they're probably not for you. Metallic pencils do not shine brightly like metallic pens. They are dull, and although when they catch the light there's some shine, they don't, you know, they're not sort of shiny like a pen would be. But really, actually, with a pen you still have to catch it in the light. A lot of people prefer to just make their own metallics with normal pencil colour combinations, which I have. I do as well. But this is just, for me, I can't remember what colours I haven't used. I don't know. I'm going to try this one. I don't know if I used it or not. This is a sort of orange. I just feel these are different and they do a different thing. So if I want to create something really fancy, then I wouldn't use these necessarily. Maybe the silver, because it's not in this set, but silver's usually very good. This silver's a bit dark, but it's this silver will be very good for shadows and we'll do that in a minute. I'll show you. Usually, you know, I do just use metallics for something, for a different type of picture, like if I want a nice muted colour sort of thing. But what I am going to do is put all of my metallic sets into one pencil case, and then I'm going to use the olive green now on the leaves. Yeah, I'm going to put them all together so I can use them together, because it's very rare for me to use metallics in combination with other colours. I'm trying to make it darker at base and tip. I don't find they always go that well. They don't always sit well together with a plainer colour. I have used them occasionally to create a silver look. I have some tutorial books on how to do metallics. Helen Elliston's colorist's special effect books. Some of them have metallic effects in them, and she uses the silver Prismacolor alongside greys and things like that, and I have tried that and it actually works quite well. But I find that if you colour over the top of a metallic pencil with a regular pencil, the shininess seems to disappear. Also, if you blend it, the shine just vanishes. So it's worth noting that if you want to keep that shiny effect, which you can't see there, that sort of shine, then you have to leave. I'm using the dark silvery colour now. I'm just going to sharpen it, and then I'm going to try and create some shadow with it. We'll see what happens. Yes, so you can use it, but yes, if you go over it in another pencil or with a blender, it just takes that shine away, which I don't know why. I don't know whether because a blending pencil tends to add a layer of wax on top. It's very crumbly, isn't it? I don't know whether that's the reasoning. You know, the wax sits on there and stops the light diffusing from the sparkly bit. There's probably some physics, scientific physics thing going on that I don't understand. But it's just, it doesn't really matter why. It's just worth noting that it does it. So it's not, if you like using a blending pencil, then just beware. I don't know what would happen with fixative or blending solutions, or I'm just making a lot of noise, or things like that. I don't know. So I haven't played with that. But there we go. I need my brush. There it is. So there is the sort of initial experiment on the white paper. Now I do think there are some rather pretty colours in there. The pink, this pink, the red, and these two look the same. I'm a bit confused. So we go with the gold and red. These two, I think one's a light pink and one's a red. They're very, very similar, but this blue is very pretty. This flower, I don't know how I've made it look so ugly. I didn't choose the best combinations of colours, I think, is probably the reasoning behind that. But I will try harder next time. I think the pinks worked and the oranges did, but just not together, and that blue. So I think with these two, I might just stick to pinks and blues and purples for ones, and oranges and browns and golds for the other, so that it works a little bit better. So I will play with that a little bit. But there you can see all the main colours. But as I said, I will be doing a video where I compare. I'm just going to natter and maybe scribble and do things like that. Compare all the different metallic pencils that I've got for hardness. I mean, it's not going to be like a proper formal comparison like Colour with Claire does with the fantastic chart and all that. I'm just going to talk about how they differ and how they feel in the colours that there I have. I probably produce some swatch charts with some different ones to see how they sort of compare and that sort of thing, so we can just have a little look and and then to help you choose if it's something that you're looking to do. But as I say, I'm going to leave that there. I will finish it, but not on camera, but you can see it. And to remind you, oops, this is how it looked. They looked, oh sorry, that's very blurred, on the black. You can see they show up really nicely in the light like that, but you can't see the pigments. If you turn it that way, you can see the pigments actually quite clearly. But on the white paper, they behave a little bit differently. The shine doesn't seem to show up as much. I don't know why. I guess it's just the angle. And the pigments are quite bright still. But initially I didn't think they looked too good on the black paper, but I think now I have, because they looked a bit like that. When you see it's sort of samey, but if you turn it like that, you can see how vibrant they actually are. You can see that these two are quite similar. You know, I was saying those are similar. One's pink and one's red. These blues aren't that far away from each other. We've got a nice yellowy colour, but that's really an olive green. This is a silver, which is quite dark, a brown. That's a sort of more of a blue-green. Then we have our blues. That's the violet, the sort of pinky colour, plum colour, I guess, red. I think that's a light pink, a red, an orange and a gold. So this actually looks yellower than this. It's really interesting how it looks on there. But when I look at this colour, oops, sorry, let's go that way. This yellowy, it's this colour. They look a bit differently on the different papers. But anyway, I think that's enough for me. So thank you for watching. I hope that was interesting for you. The Staedtler is a budget brand, but I have some even cheaper ones, I think. What I might do is try and do some research about the prices, so that could be quite useful. I know things are different price in different countries, but it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what you're getting for your money, really. But thank you for watching today. I'm going to finish this and I'm going to pop a photo of it up because I thought it'd be fun. And yeah, thank you for watching and happy colouring.